Hey everybody, it's another episode of Orpheus Plays. It's me, your old pal Orpheus, with you, and yes, we are playing another edition of Blade and Sorcery. We're here in survival mode, one that, is always a little bit of fun. You have your choice of 3 random weapons or other items, sometimes like healing pots, and you fight your way through waves that get progressively a little harder. So, we're going to kick things off here. Hope you're doing well wherever you are right now. It's another gorgeous day to commit some digital crime in an arena setting here. So, let's kick things off. We have a choice of a crappy camp axe, a rapier, or what? A antique sword, which is actually like a Roman gladius kind of thing going on. Well, let's see. We'll start things off with a camp axe. Why not? Nice crappy weapon to start things off. Oh, yes. So, I hope everything's good. I hope you're enjoying the gameplay so far. I'm starting to get a little bit more ruthless when I play this, but nothing wrong with that. Also been playing a little bit of Iron Man VR. If you haven't checked it out, I do have an episode right now, just one, where I give a little commentary as the fake Tony Stark. Whoa! Alright, let's do our slow motion kill to kick things off. Or at least, wow. I bonked him in the forehead and he died. Yes! Okay, let's grab this. Let's do another slow-mo because I didn't get it the first time. Huh? Fake you out? Nope. Okay, you keep that. Never mind the slow-mo. Punch you in the face. Yeah! That's right. No, I'm going to keep my camp axe. All right. Yeah, been entertaining lately. Not people, myself. Because why not? Oh, okay. And, I don't know, it's been rough lately with trying to find entertainment. Again, like the movies have been slow and everything. So I've been watching, occasionally, wow. They are fragile today. But I've been watching a lot of stuff. I have a Plex server, which is, if you're not familiar, it's kind of like a personal media server for your home. And I have legally backed up copies of my physical media, like movies and TV shows. Right? I do. No, shh. That's what it is. Just go with it. Anyway. So I've been rewatching Doctor Who lately, and I do that once in a while. I really like the show. We have, like, quite literally about 30 or 40 different TARDISes in our house, or is it TARDI? I can't really tell. Yeah, Tardy, I don't know. It's like, is it like cactus? I don't know. Or is it like cows? You just have, I don't know. Anyway, so we have a lot of those in the house. The reason I bring that up is because I was just watching one the other day that was called Time Heist. And it's with one of the newer doctors, Pete Capaldi. And they do this thing where they go into a bank. I think it's called Calabraxos. And they commit a little heist. I always love a good heist, like movie or TV show, just a plot where they plan things out meticulously and go do it, and it's always a fun time to see them like assemble the team and stuff. Ooh, wow. So actually, you know what? That reminds me of something. All right, you ready for another Orpheus did something very stupid back in the day? Well, back in the old days with Orpheus, boy, I hope the statute of limitations is over on this one. Because this is, well, I'm not going to mention anything specific, so I don't know. You know what? The statute of limitations is far gone. We'll tell this story. Okay. Let's get a little dagger action here. Flippy. So, back in the days when I was a hell of a lot stupider, or, maybe that was just a few days ago, never mind, but when I was younger, a younger pup, I'll give you an idea of the time frame. My friends and I were big Batman nerds, and I mean like the original Batman movie with Michael Keaton was in it. You're just gonna sit there and bleed? Okay. Give a little twist. Turn up the paint. There we go. But yeah, with Michael Keaton, the original one, the Tim Burton Batman. And don't worry, this isn't the story about me with a Batman costume again. Although, you know, why not? I may go get one. Anyway, so, yeah, my wife says, no, you're not getting into the Batman outfit. But, so, we're big Batman nerds. And I mean, to the point where the movie came out, the first one came out in, I think, 89. And my friends and I got a limousine for the opening. Uh-oh, we have another one of those weird invisible things. Oh, that'll be fun to play with later. But anyway, we had tickets for opening night. We got a limousine. We dressed up in suits. I insert a knife into her head, and she sleeps. And so there was big line out in front of the theater. And just imagine it. It's not like, you know, Hollywood or LA or anything. It's like a smaller suburb. And a bunch of people waiting in line outside. They got their tickets. All of a sudden, a limousine pulls up outside. And they're all like, oh, who's that? Like, is there someone from the movie here or something? No, it's just 3 high school kids get out of the limousine. And it's not like we had any special access. We didn't go walking up to the door. It's the most anticlimactic thing ever. It's like, door opens, 3 guys in suits step out, and then quietly get at the back of the line so they can wait. Everyone's like, why did you have a limo? Well, that's not the stupid story. That's just a lead-in to show that we were kind of big dorks of the whole Batman thing. Well, so we watched the movie, and we're sitting around afterwards, and I think it was a Denny's or something. Anyway, so there's 3 of us, and we're like, you know, wouldn't it be cool if we had like our own bat cave, right? With our own like gadgets, and we could have utility belts, and we could have like, you know, bunch of computers and like chemical analysis stations and stuff. Like, okay, so I have to preface this with saying we were younger in high school, so a little stupid, you know, the younger sort of dumb, where you're still like, yeah, I could be a ninja. Go watch my Mall Ninja episode for a little something on that. But so we're like, yeah, we're gonna get ourselves a bat cave, and we're gonna get it all outfitted. We're gonna go fight crime and stuff. Well, what do you need for a bat cave? Well, you need stuff, right? You need stuff for your bat cave. You need the weapons, and you need the devices, and little ways to burn open locks, and like, you know, all the special little things that Batman has to take care of his crime fighting. And so we decided, but we gotta get this stuff. But we're high school kids, so it's not like we're gonna start ordering stuff out of catalogs, and there wasn't really an internet back then. And so we start planning, and we're like, you know, well, we gotta do a heist. We gotta find a place, and we gotta start planning. We gotta get the supplies and everything, and then we gotta go and get all of our items that we need. And I'm like, well, we can't really hit one place, right? That wouldn't work, because it's not like there's a Home Depot for bat caves, right? So we start thinking, all right. So what do we do? Where is there a place that has a lot of, you know, little tools and gadgets and electronics and chemicals and everything? We're thinking, we're sitting there over our moons over my hammies and crappy coffee, and I look at them and I'm like, you know, what would be the perfect place would be our high school. So they're like, why? I said, well, I mean, we have a jewelry and art station, an art class that has like all different tools and like rasps and files, and they have metal that we can build stuff out of. There's the chemistry lab in the science wing. We can get into that little special closet they have with all the acids and the different, you know, we can make contact explosives and stuff like that. They're starting to warm to the idea. They're like, yeah, we could actually do that, because it's like it's not well like guarded. There's no real security systems, and again, this was back when people didn't go barreling into schools and doing, you know, mass murder stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, no, there's no security guards. There's no real like gates to get in. And so we start planning this. And we'd meet every other day. We'd meet at one of our houses and go down into the basement, and we'd plan, and we drew diagrams, and we'd walk through the school, and we'd make notes. Okay, there's one camera right there, and there's a lock right here that we have to get through, and that's a little padlock that they'll have on there. So we'll need some bolt cutters, and it'll be, you know, we'll go in at 10:30 at night, and it should take us approximately 3 minutes per section in order to get the tools from the jewelry lab, and we have to break into the chemistry center and get all that should take about 5 minutes, and we'll be in and out in 8 minutes and 40 seconds or whatever it was. You should have seen these drafted notes. It was like, it looked like like elementary school student with like stick figures and terribly drawn stuff. We were all devious, but we weren't very good artists. And so, come here, we're going to just push and stab. So we had our notes. We had the plans. We had the blueprints. Our plan was we were going to get there 10:30 at night through the back area where the commons is. We would find the weak point in the access to the building, which was a glass panel that was right next to a set of stairs that went up into the chemistry lab and went down into the jewelry center and the art center. Okay, so we had a paintball gun that we went and got. The paintball gun would be specifically for shooting out that one security camera. We'd paint it with the, you know, we'd cover it up, and then they'd never know. And we had gloves, and you know, I had a grappling hook that we could get up onto the roof with if we needed to for access, and we were completely like outfitted for this dumb idea, right? And it was like, okay, well, we'll meet, and then we'll get together. And I had an acetylene torch, and it was like, all right, I'm going to be able to cut through the chains with this. And so we get ready, and it's a few days away, and we're really excited. We're making extra notes. We're looking around the school. Okay, that's where we can go. I can tie a rope here, and all right, that'll be perfect. That'll be perfect. All right, we're gonna do this, guys. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have our bat cave completely outfitted. All right. So we were gonna do it on a Friday night. It was, of course, after all the football games and everything going on campus. Dude, you're so getting this axe in the chest. Nope. Or in the hand, or maybe just drop it on the ground and look like an idiot. There you go. Wait till everyone's gone. Janitorial staff leaves. We were sitting at the Denny's waiting. And then it's time. We all look at our watches, and it's like, it's time. And then one of my friend's moms walks in. He was late for curfew, and Mom came and got him, and had instructions to also get my other friend. So they went home. And with all the planning and everything, I was like, this sucks. We put a lot into this, right? Well, stupid Orpheus decided one of the worst things that he could have in that situation. Did he decide that maybe this was a bad idea since we're all too young? Maybe we should just take a pass on this and go on with some other weird teenage fantasy for guys? No. Your old pal here decides. Hit her in the face with a fireball and your old pal Orpheus here decides, I'm gonna do it by myself. I'm gonna Batman that shit. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna pull off this whole heist by myself. I'm like, it'll add a few minutes to it, but I still should be in and out within 12 to 15 minutes. It'll be the perfect crime. Right? So I get to the school. I have all black on with a black hoodie. I've got my duffel bag, a black duffel bag filled with tools and with my blowtorch, and I'm ready to go. I got the paintball gun, commando strapped on me with a tactical shoulder strap and everything. I must have looked like a frigging moron. Or someone cosplaying as the, like, Snake from Metal Gear or something. So I'm like, all right, time to enact the plan, and I sneak out of my car, and I go to the commons area, and I go, all right, and I climb over the small wall. I use my grappling hook, because, of course, you know, I didn't need it, but the wall was at least 5 feet tall, and I needed to get over it with an element of coolness, so I, you know, pull myself up and over it. I go over to the weak point where we scouted out, and it's this, you know, this little window. It's in the corner of it. So you had those, like, school doors with the bars on them. You push, you know, to get out. Set of those. And then, like, there's a little window down here separated out by some metal. Because it's a perfect size to get into, but it won't break like the rest of the window. So it's not like we're leaving it open for, you know, other people to get in or anything. So I'm like, all right, here we go. I'm going to get my glass cutter that I specifically got at the wheel with that little diamond thing on it. And I'm like, you know, I practiced with it on some other pieces of glass where you go that little thing, and then you, after scoring it, you tap it and the little thing falls out. All right, so I was all ready. Walk up there, and I'm like, okay, here we go. And I go, there was no because it was a plexiglass window. Well, there went the idea of cutting through the glass and having a neat, you know, entrance into the building. So I go, well, crap, what can I do? What can I do? This is plexiglass. It's not like, oh, well, Satan took them both. All right. So I'm like, this is plexiglass. I can't cut through it like that. What the hell am I going to do? Because I'm like, I can't just break the door down, right? But the chemistry lab is right there. I can see the door to it right there on the other side. It's up a set of steps right there, and I can see the entrance to the art section right there. I'm like, I'm so close. We could stock up this bat cave and be sweet. Okay, so what am I gonna do? I'm like, I have a blowtorch. That's plastic, right? Okay. So I get the blowtorch out. I'm like, all right, here we go. It's gonna be just like a movie. I'm gonna spark this thing up. There's gonna be a bright as the flame goes down to a pinpoint, and I'm gonna start cutting through, just like in the movies, or like a Jedi blasting through. Oh yeah, it's gonna go through like butter. Well, 10 minutes later, I had put a hole about this big into it. And the rest of it was bubbled and charred in like a circle that was like a foot across. And I was no closer getting into that goddamn window. So I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I can't just leave empty-handed. So sneaky Batman heist planner, you know, down to the most meticulous detail, turns and sees a window open slightly in the art wing. It's one of those windows that like tips out, that has the little like hand thing on the inside, the metal thing you just turn in order to lock. Well, there wasn't a lot of room. So I snaked my way down into the window, and I'm like, all right, so at least I can get the tools, right? And then I'll work my way up to the chemistry lab. I've done it. I'm in. Success. So I go to where they have all the jewelry tools, and it's locked, and I got no way to get into it. Another little part of the plan that I didn't think of, but I'm like, there's a small box of tools right here, some pliers and stuff. Into the bag they go. And I'm like, well, nothing else is going to happen here. It's not like, unless I want to steal some pottery right out of the kiln or something. So, like, all right, up to the chemistry lab. That's the real score. I'm going to get up to the chemistry lab. Ooh, and there's a big metal door that we had never seen before that rolled down, like with those shop fronts that you'll see. They have like the big rolling doors that come down, like the metal shutters. Well, that was over the door to the chemistry closet. So it's like, well, I guess unless I want to steal a bunch of beakers and shit, well, that panned out as nothing. So defeated. Make my way back out. Had to embarrassingly snake my way back up out through the window. and took my haul of a bunch of ridiculously cheap jewelry tools, put it in the car, and I look at it and I'm like, well, I'm now Batman. I can start up my own Batcave where I repair small jewelry and watches, I guess. So that never went anywhere. And probably another one of those things that, look, if I had gotten caught for that, oh my god. Especially if I had gotten caught for that, like, in modern times, like these days, holy crap, I'd be in prison right now. I'd have to be doing the prison VR release program. You'd be watching Orpheus plays and rots in jail for a little bit. So yeah, that's the story of my stupid heist that really didn't go anywhere because I'm an idiot. And yeah, so quick word of advice, folks. If you think you've planned for everything in life, you have not. You just plain have not. All right, we're going to cut it off for now. That's a little stupid story I wanted to share. Shorter sort of episode, but, you know, sometimes you need a bite-sized Orpheus to get you through the day. So that's what we did today. Hope you're doing well. Hope you do well. Hope to see you next time here on Orpheus Play. We'll see you.